What else would you like to know about wood's role in early civilizations?
Assalamualaikum. My name is Ishanu. That today we are doing sarabaji for 25 minutes. So let's start. So sarabaji, my first question is, what role did wood play in daily life of early civilization? Give me a long and detailed answer. Hello, sarabaji.
Certainly. In early civilization, wood resource for daily life. It was used for construction, providing homes and shelters, as well as tools and weapons.
Okay, so my Sarabaji, my next question. Okay, Sarabaji, my next question.
What was your next question?
How was wood used
Could
for
you ask?
construction, early homes and shelters? Ma'am, ma'am.
For early homes and shelters,
Yes.
wood was essential. People used logs and branches to build the framework, walls, and roofs. They often used
उसमें बच्चों को छुट्टी होगी होगी
Yes, they often use
पहले जो
techniques
पढ़ाई
like wattle and daub, where they wove wood branches together and then covered them with clay or mud to make the walls. They also used wood for roofing, sometimes covering logs with things like thatch or branches. It was a very versatile material for creating shelter.
Okay, Sarabaji. So my next question is, what types of wood were most commonly used in ancient civilizations?
The types of wood used varied depending on the region and availability, but common choices included pine, oak, cedar, and maple. These were generally strong and durable woods that were easily accessible in those early times. Did you have any specific civilization in mind?
Sarabaji, my next question is, how did the availability of wood influence the growth of early settlements? Give me a long and detailed answer.
The availability of wood had a huge impact on early settlements. It allowed for the easy construction of homes and shelters and made it possible to create tools, weapons, and furniture. Having these basic needs met readily allowed people to focus on other things like agriculture. Like
So,
like
Sarabaji, my next question is, how did early humans shape and carve wood for functional purposes?
Early humans used various techniques to shape and carve wood. They would use tools like axes, chisels, and knives made of stone, bone, or sometimes metal if it was available. They would cut, split, and grind the wood to create functional items like tool handles, weapons, or even simple furniture. Fire could also be used to soften or shape the wood. Was there anything specific you were curious about?
Okay, Sarabaji, my next question is, what role did wood play in early transportation, such as crates and boats?
Wood was essential for early transportation. For carts and sleds, they used wooden frames and wheels. And for boats, logs or carved shapes were used to make canoes and simple ships, allowing for travel over water and transporting goods and people.
Okay, my next question is, how did ancient civilizations use wood for religious or criminal use? Give me a long and detailed answer.
Wood was often used in religious and ceremonial practices in ancient civilizations. It could be used for idols, ceremonial objects, and even parts of temples or sacred structures. Because it came from nature, it was often seen as connected to the divine or spiritual realm. Specific types of wood might have symbolic meanings depending on the culture and mythology.
Okay, my next question is how did wood contribute to the development of early weapons and defenses?
Wood was a primary material for early weapons and defenses. Spears, bows, and arrows were commonly made of wood, and it was used to make shields and other defensive structures like walls or barricades. Its strength and being readily available made it ideal for creating protection and effective tools for hunting and conflict.
My next question is what method did early humans use to preserve and protect wood?
Early humans used various methods to preserve and protect wood. They might season it to dry it properly or coat it with oils, waxes, or even tar to protect it from moisture and decay. Sometimes they would also treat the wood with smoke or fire to make it more resistant to pests and decomposition.
Okay, Sarabaji, my next question is how did the properties of different types of wood determine their use?
The properties of different types of wood certainly influenced what they were used for. Hardwoods, like oak and maple, were good for things like furniture and construction because they were strong and durable. Softer woods, like pine and cedar, were more easily shaped, making them good for things like boats and tools where flexibility might be important. Different types of wood also had different fuel properties.
Okay, my next question is how important was wood for making fire in early societies? Sarabaji, my next question is how was wood important for in early society?
Wood was crucial for starting and keeping fires in early societies. It was the main fuel, and it could also be used to create friction to ignite fires. Are you curious about particular methods of using wood
My
for
next
fire?
question is how did wood influence early architecture and building techniques?
Wood significantly influenced early architecture and building techniques. It was a versatile material, easy to shape and transport, which made it ideal for frameworks, walls, and roofs. Early builders used wood in various ways, from crafting log cabins to creating complex timber framed structures. Did you want to know more about specific building techniques that relied on wood?
My next question is what is historical significance of wood tools in shaping human progress?
Wood tools played a significant role in shaping human progress. They were early instruments used for tasks like cutting, scraping, and digging. While less durable than metal tools, they were crucial in developing basic skills, constructing shelters, and obtaining food, laying the foundation for later technological advancements. Is there a particular type of wood tool you're interested in learning more about?
My next question is how did wood contribute to the development of early trade and commerce?
Wood played a significant role in early trade and commerce. It was a valuable resource for building ships and boats, enabling transportation of goods across rivers and seas.
Okay, my next question is how did wood contribute to the development of early weapons and defenses?
Wood was a key material for early weapons and defenses. It was used to make spears, arrows, and clubs, as well as wooden shields and fortifications to protect communities. Are you interested in a particular type of weapon or defense?
How my next question is how did early humans innovate wooden technology for efficiency?
Early humans innovated in wooden technology to improve efficiency. They refined the shapes of tools and weapons to be more effective for specific tasks, and they developed methods for joining wood pieces to create larger structures. Did you want to know more about any particular innovation?
My next question is how did deforestation impact early civilizations' access to wood?
Deforestation significantly impacted early civilizations' access to wood. As areas became more cleared, wood became less readily available, sometimes requiring people to travel further to find wood. This could influence their building methods and other uses of wood. Do you want to know about any particular civilization?
My next question is what were some challenges in transporting heavy wooden logs in ancient times?
Transporting heavy wooden logs in ancient times presented significant challenges. Moving large, heavy materials required considerable effort and often involved dragging, rolling, or using basic tools like levers and rollers. Additionally, difficult terrain and the lack of developed roads could further complicate the process. Did you want to know more about specific techniques used for transportation?
My next question is how did wood play a role in the early furniture industry?
Wood played a major role in the early furniture industry. It was the primary material used for crafting chairs, tables, and storage pieces. Its durability and workability made it the perfect choice for creating practical and decorative items. Are you interested in learning more about specific types of early furniture?
My next question is how did early civilization develop woodworking skills and techniques?
Early civilizations developed woodworking skills and techniques through necessity and practice. They learned from observing the properties of wood and experimenting with different tools and methods. Over time, they developed tools like axes, adzes, and chisels, improving their ability to shape and manipulate wood for various purposes. Are you interested in a particular type of woodworking skill?
My next question is how was wood used in early musical industry?
Yes, wood was a common material in the early musical instrument industry. It was used to make the bodies of instruments like drums, as well as the soundboards and other parts of string instruments. Different types of wood have different sound properties, so wood was carefully chosen for specific instruments. Are you interested in a particular type of musical instrument?
My next question is how did wood contribute to early writing and record keeping wooden tablets, e.g. wooden tablets?
Wood did play a role in early writing and record keeping. While not as common as other materials like clay or papyrus, wooden tablets were used, sometimes with a wax surface.
Okay, my next question is how did climate and geography affect the type of wood available?
Climate and geography greatly influence the types of wood available. Different environments support different species of trees, so the wood accessible to early civilizations varied depending on their location and climate, affecting the materials they used for various purposes. Would you like to know more about specific climates and the wood available there?
My next question is how did wood impact early military technology like fortifications and site equipment?
Wood significantly impacted early military technology. It was the primary material for constructing fortifications like walls and palisades, as well as siege equipment like towers and battering rams. Wood's availability and ease of shaping made it essential for developing defensive and offensive tools during that time. Are you interested in a particular type of military technology?
My next question is how did wood compare to the other materials like stone or metal in early construction?
Wood compared quite well to other materials like stone and metal in early construction, each having its own advantages. Wood was readily available, relatively lightweight, and easy to shape and transport, making it suitable for various structures and building techniques. However, stone provided greater durability and protection, while metal, though more expensive and requiring more effort to produce, allowed for stronger tools and more precise structures. Is there a particular type of construction you're interested in comparing them for?
So we were that for today. We will meet you in another call or sarabaji with another topic. The Pakiri Allah Hafiz, Pakistan Zindabad, Rehan School Zindabad.